start by 3 reflective questions. Ever heard of Pentagonism? It's like a secret 5-piece puzzle for your heart. Secondly, did you know your brain can grow brand new superpowers just by changing how you feel inside? Then, can a super stormy brain day actually build something super cool and amazing?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Today, I am honored to share with you a journey and a framework that was born not from abstract academic speculation, but from the depths of lived experience. It is called the way of Pentagonism. At its core, Pentagonism is an evolving system of emotional wisdom. It proposes that our emotions are not merely reactive impulses to be suppressed or managed, but vital, dynamic forces capable of profound transformation. Today, we will explore how a personal path of self-healing can evolve into a self-sustaining emotional structure for both personal growth and collective human connection. Slide 2. The Genesis. To truly understand Pentagonism, we must look at its origins. This framework emerged from an 8-year journey through psychic crisis, mental illness, and deep self-healing. As someone living on the autistic spectrum and working as a counselor at an NGO in Hong Kong, I have navigated the world through a distinct sensory and perceptual lens. These circumstances were challenging, but through sustained reflection, they transformed into invaluable resources for understanding human resilience. This work represents the core passion of my life's second chapter. It highlights a truth long overlooked by a modern society that prioritizes hyper-rationality and efficiency. The recognition and transformation of emotional energy is not a private luxury. It is the very foundation of human survival, connection, and coexistence. Slide 3. The Pentagon Theory. So, what is the theoretical foundation of Pentagonism? We call it the theory of Pentagonism. Rather than simply categorizing emotions into 5 static buckets, this theory views emotions as an interconnected, closed-loop system of life energy. Drawing inspiration from deep psychological self-introspection and validated through pedagogical and cross-disciplinary perspectives, Pentagonism emphasizes inner circulation. True healing cannot rely solely on external control or discipline. When an individual fully embodies and integrates these 5 emotional forces, they develop an internally self-sustaining emotional structure. This creates a powerful ripple effect, from individual psychological order, to healthier interpersonal relationships, to harmonious intergroup dynamics. Slide 4. Data-driven emotional energy. One of the most revolutionary aspects of Pentagonism is its approach to emotional energy management. We treat emotions as energy that can be converted, released, and regenerated. Suffering often arises when negative emotions become blocked, depleted, or trapped in chaotic loops. By learning to flexibly transform and adapt among the 5 core emotional elements, we introduce internal order, fluidity, and self-sufficiency. Regardless of your cultural background, faith, or personal history, cultivating these 5 emotional capabilities enhances every facet of life, from psychological resilience and social adaptability to overall character development. Slide 5. The historical imperative. If we look back at human history, we quickly realize that whether we examine personal tragedies or large-scale geopolitical conflicts, unprocessed, uncomprehended negative emotions are almost always the root cause. While societal disputes often appear to be over resources, ideology, or power, they fundamentally stem from deeper layers of emotional imbalance, unhealed trauma, and mutual distrust. Pentagonism provides a crucial paradigm shift. It replaces reactive, destructive emotional cycles with structured, constructive energy loops. Without reorganizing our emotional lives, external societal repairs will always remain incomplete. Slide 6. A new taxonomy for humanity. Looking forward, Pentagonism aspires to be much more than a clinical counseling technique. It introduces a foundational classification for human relational dynamics, a taxonomy as fundamental to social structure as traditional identity systems. Because of its universal nature, Pentagonism transcends cultural and religious boundaries, acting as a catalyst for reform and empathy. It offers a practical blueprint for moving from individual self-sufficiency toward a harmonious, interconnected world, a true cornerstone for collective flourishing. Slide 7. Conclusion and looking ahead. To conclude, I invite you to view Pentagonism not as a closed, rigid theory, but as an open, evolving framework born from real suffering, self-reconstruction, and professional practice. As I often say, Pentagonism is an empirically proven, beneficial framework, a timeless gift prepared for our world's next step in emotional evolution. In upcoming publications and practice reports, I will detail the specific stages of the 5 emotional developments and the practical applications across counseling, pedagogy, and daily energy management. I invite you all to join me in this dialogue and co-construct this path forward. Thank you very much.